gentlemen, I'm Art Holliday, and I will be one of your MCs this evening. Thank you for joining us for this first, and we hope last, De La Salle Catch a Rising Star virtual gala. As you know, we originally had other plans for this annual event, but we have all learned to be adaptable over the last several months. We plan a fast-paced, engaging, and we hope enjoyable presentation. De La Salle started because a need in our community wasn't being met as well as it could. It began with a simple statement: I am somebody. Helping our St. Louis children and youth believe in themselves and their own precious value is the first step in having a great life. Now, 20 years later, that need still exists, but hundreds of middle school students have gone on to successful high school and college experiences, and graduates to careers in their own young adult lives. They know they are somebody, and St. Louis is the better for it and them. The opportunities that De La Salle helped them with would not have come about without the support of like-minded people, and that's all of you. Joining me live this evening at an appropriate distance is someone you know if you attended last year's gala or other De La Salle events. Corey Stewart Glaze is a graduate of our school and a lifelong supporter of our mission. As well as a valued employee at Energizer, he's also a member of De La Salle's new Young Friends group, a group of De La Salle graduates and young adults who are stepping up to support the mission. Corey, good to see you. How you doing?
Hi, Art. Thanks. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming out tonight and once again being part of our gala. It may be virtual across the area, but for everyone participating, it's also very real. I know there are parties and dinners, socially distanced and masked and all, among our fellow participants. I am grateful that the people closest to me and I have been doing pretty well. But I know you share with me the concern and hope for everyone in our community and beyond who are struggling. The celebration tonight is not a chance to forget what is happening in the world around us. It's a chance to celebrate what we're doing about it. And that means how the people at De La Salle are working towards our mission and doing it in new, responsive ways. These young people and families we serve need us more than ever, and we need them and their success to help make the future better. Tonight is about remembering that and recognizing that supporting De La Salle can also be fun too.
Right you are, Corey. Right now, some housekeeping. Going on now, we have a silent auction on some De La Salle middle school artwork, and we also invite you to join us for a 50-50 raffle. Directions for how to place bids on the artwork and buy virtual raffle tickets appear here. You may not think you know what a QR code is, but you do, or at least your cell phone does. It's the funny box in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. If you haven't done so already, turn on your phone's camera and wait for the phone to tell you it has read the code. It will take you to the page for logging on and getting set up. If it doesn't work, go to your camera settings and it should have a place to turn QR code recognition on. And if none of that makes sense, go find a 12-year-old, they'll be able to explain it to you. We'll also be having a live Fund the Need later in the program, which works through the same system. Please be ready to join in supporting the need to the extent of your means. Corey, I think we have something else to suggest to keep the party rolling.
Yes, indeed, we do, Art. We have some people we want to honor tonight, and we'll be toasting them and what they mean to De La Salle's work. So be prepared to raise a glass of anything at hand, because we're not trying to suggest any overindulgence of any kind, of course, when those times come. Also, we suggest a shout out and a quick sip every time you hear our phrase of the evening, which is, I am somebody. Now, I'd like to introduce someone everyone should know. Muriel Smith is the executive director of De La Salle, Inc., and she's had her hands full with seeing that the organization navigates these strange times we're in, and she does it in a characteristic, calm, and kind way. Muriel, welcome.
Hello and good evening, everyone. I am somebody. I am Muriel Smith, Executive Director of De La Salle. Thank you for joining us tonight for our annual Catch a Rising Star Gala event. Because of the extraordinary circumstances facing all of us during this time, we made the decision to go virtual. I hope that you and your families are all keeping safe and healthy. De La Salle staff even now continue to provide our unique programs and services to our students, graduates, and their families. We have helped place all of our graduating 8th graders in high schools of their choice and assisted our high school seniors and college seniors with making their plans for the next step in their educational journey. We are excited to honor the 3 wonderful partners in our work and are excited to get our evening started. But first, I wanted to acknowledge our sponsors. Thank you so much for supporting this event. Edward Jones, Maryville University, Tom and Emily Guillaume, Building Stars of St. Louis, ESCO Technologies Foundation, Express Scripts, Stiefel, Rodney and Tricia Harrison, Jackie Jones, John Key, Tim and Mary Ney, and Norm and Laura Eaker. Thank you to all of them for their continued support for our mission. Now, please welcome our board chair, Marcia Sullivan.
Good evening. I'm Marcy Sullivan, and I'm delighted to join you, albeit virtually, for our annual Catch a Rising Star Gala. John Baptist de La Salle was a 17th century educational visionary. The LaSallian tradition is one in which students with great need are offered a values-based education, where they're not only provided rigorous academics, they are also taught to believe, I am somebody. For me, volunteering my time and contributing financial support to the work of LaSalle Middle School and De La Salle Foundation is elemental. I've seen the significant change our work has made in improving the lives of our students who might otherwise not recognize their potential or know just how much they really matter. At a time when our communities across the country are divided and hurting, I believe there is nothing as critical as educating and empowering our most vulnerable young people. It is my honor to serve on the board of De La Salle. Due to the hard work of my fellow board members, the teachers and staff of LaSalle Middle School and De La Salle Foundation, our students receive a caring education, mentorship, guidance, opportunities for spiritual development, college preparation, and tuition support throughout their educational journey. None of this is possible without you, our friends, our donors, and our volunteers. Tonight, I'd like to pay a special thanks to our Ignatian Volunteer Corps and our student tutors from St. Louis University. As a member of Maryville University's administration, I am very proud of our engagement with De La Salle. Through scholarships, financial support, and special programs for LaSalle Middle School graduates, we have seen LaSalle students thrive academically and socially on our campus. I believe in the LaSallian mission because I've seen it work in the lives of so many. So now I would like to raise a glass and toast all of you, those who are watching from the comfort and safety of your homes, and in particular to the hard work of our Gala co-chairs, Jennifer and Severe Dar, and Tricia and Rodney Harrison. Cheers. Thank you for all your hard work. Now I would like to introduce longtime De La Salle volunteer and supporter, Tricia Harrison.
Hello, I am somebody. My name is Tricia Harrison, and on behalf of my husband Rodney and I want to welcome all of you tonight to De La Salle's first virtual gala. I became involved with De La Salle over 6 years ago. I was invited to a star lunch, and it was there that I met students and staff and graduates and became immersed in the De La Salle mission. I felt the love and energy in the room, and it was there I became passionate about the concept that holistic education based in LaSallian values can raise youth out of poverty and help make their futures successful. As our world is in turmoil and full of fear and anxiety, it is now more important than ever that we support our young people. Our students and graduates of De La Salle need to know that their lives matter, that we hear them, we see them, and we take responsibility for their futures. We have so many supporters of De La Salle, individuals, corporations, and foundations. And tonight, to honor our Guiding Star Corporate Partner of the Year, we salute ESCO Technologies Foundation. ESCO is a superb example of commitment and action. Not only has the foundation awarded grants to De La Salle since 2010, ESCO leaders and employees have helped build us into who we are today. Chuck Kretschmeyer, our former board chair and long-term board member and mentor to many graduates, as well as Michael Crum, a current board member, have given so much of their time, talent, and treasure to our organization. Tonight we salute Kate Lowry, Director of Investor Relations of ESCO Technologies and Chairman of ESCO Technologies Foundation. And we are so grateful for all that ESCO has done and provided to De La Salle, to the students and the graduates. Cheers!
Good evening. I am somebody. I am Michael Crum, Director of Finance at ESCO Technologies and De La Salle board member. I am honored to be here tonight to accept this award on behalf of the ESCO Foundation. Tonight, I would like to provide you a little history on the ESCO Foundation and its relationship with De La Salle. The mission of the foundation is to provide financial support to charities and others in need, focusing on the children and families in the communities where ESCO has operations. The foundation's goal is to make a measurable difference in each charity and respective community. The foundation is not only supported by the ESCO Corporation, but by its employees. The foundation supports charities in Missouri, Texas, California, Massachusetts, and Vermont. Here in the St. Louis region, it supports charities such as Friends of Kids with Cancer, Our Little Haven, the Ronald McDonald House, and of course, De La Salle. The ESCO Foundation's relationship with De La Salle began in 2006 through an organization called Revitalization 2000. Steve Hutchinson, an ESCO employee, founded Revitalization 2000 with the vision of making a positive impact in the Ville neighborhood, which is De La Salle's original home. One of the programs that Steve started through Revitalization 2000 is a robotics program at De La Salle. This robotics program was supported by the ESCO Foundation. Since 2006, De La Salle has become a core charity of the ESCO Foundation, with total contributions exceeding $100,000, more so than any other charity supported by the foundation. ESCO's support of De La Salle extends beyond its financial commitment, including board representation and participation in volunteer programs. Chuck Kretschmer, Vice President at ESCO Technologies, served on the board from 2010 through 2018. This time included 2 terms as the board chair. In 2015, Chuck recruited me to join him on the board. I am honored that Chuck reached out and asked me to join the board, as this time has been truly a very rewarding experience for me and allowed me to meet some wonderful people. ESCO's unwavering support of De La Salle is rooted in the organization's long-term commitment to its students as well as its graduates, which we feel sets it apart from other schools and organizations. And we look forward to this relationship continuing into the future. On behalf of the ESCO Foundation and the De La Salle Board, I would like to thank each of you for your participation this evening and for your generous support of our children. I would also like to wish each of you and your families good health and well-being in these very unprecedented times. Thank you very much and have a wonderful evening.
Hey everybody, this is Severe Dar here with my son Sebastian. Can you say hi, Sebastian?
Hi.
And on behalf of my wife and my youngest, want to welcome everybody to the De La Salle Gala this year. Obviously, this is a different format than we had originally planned, but something we're still proud of. I'm a member of the board at De La Salle, and I'm also the chair of the advancement committee, and got involved in the organization for one main reason, because children need an opportunity to succeed, and education is one way for children to achieve that success. When I look back on my life and think about the teachers and the schools and the education that I received, it clearly has a direct relationship with the type of life that I have now, and every child deserves that. So in that vein, thank you for attending and being a part of this. Also want to introduce to you Jasmine Franklin, who was a graduate of De La Salle in 2009, is now a pre-med and biology major at Harris Stowe, and also a member of the Young Leaders group that we have created. So congratulations, Jasmine.
Thank you, and I am honored to be named De La Salle's 2020 Person of the Year. When I began at De La Salle, I never would have imagined receiving an award for just being myself. As a 15-year friend of La Salle, it's an opportunity of a lifetime to work with students who were in the same seat I was in then. I'd also like to take the opportunity to introduce to you this year's Guiding Person of the Year, Brad Phillips. Brad Phillips is a hard-working board member. He works very hard at Express Scripts, and he also is a great treasurer. Congratulations, Brad.
Hi, I'm Brad Phillips, coming to you from my COVID-19 home office. I first wanted to give a shout out of thanks to everyone on the De La Salle team to pivoting to running an online gala due to the COVID-19 crisis. I'll really miss getting to see everyone at what is always a great event, but this is an awesome way to connect and support in an alternative way. This was also an opportunity for me in making this video to ensure I was fully shaven and in a collared shirt, which I cannot say has happened every day during this COVID crisis. On behalf of my wife, Laurie, I'm honored to accept this award. We've lived for nearly 25 years in the city of St. Louis, and we feel strongly that having a strong city makes for a strong region, and we've committed personally to a number of missions that focus heavily on impacting people in the city of St. Louis. I first became involved with De La Salle because Jackie Jones, a good friend and prior winner of this award, introduced me to its mission. What struck me immediately about De La Salle was both the quality of the kids it was educating and developing and the strong commitment of its leaders. It was clear to me that this place was not just creating good students, it was creating good people. I was also struck that the mission extended beyond middle school, with kids supported into and through high school, both personally and financially. The educational and development journey that De La Salle supports for each student and each family makes a real difference in the St. Louis community we live in, and I'm thrilled to be able to personally participate in and support that mission. I'm also proud to work for a company, Express Scripts, that has chosen to support De La Salle's mission as part of its community support efforts. In closing, I wanted to say thanks to the De La Salle and La Salle Middle School teams for all they've done to continue to bring this mission to life, including great work during the COVID crisis. Thank you for this award, and I ask that if you're in a position to do so, to please support this great mission financially at tonight's event. Thanks again, and have a great evening.
Everyone, I think this is a perfect time to raise a toast to all of the awardees this year. Here's to all those people who do so much for our kids as they grow into adulthood. Remember, we have our silent auction of beautiful student art going on right now, as well as our raffle. The art has been donated by La Salle students gladly, and we thank Mrs. Beck, our art teacher, for working with the students and arranging for the pieces. The students do not expect anything back for their donations, but a portion of the proceeds will go back to them in gift cards in appreciation. So, how are donations looking?
So far, the silent auction has raised $450 and the raffle's up to $1,400. So it's different from the number you're seeing behind us. That's donation, so those are totally two separate options. So please keep checking and making your bids and buying your virtual tickets. De La Salle really needs your support. So next, I would like to introduce LaShonda Boone, head of school at La Salle Middle School. LaShonda is going to share some important information on the school and its students.
Good evening. I am somebody. I am LaShanda Arboon, head of school and proud member of De La Salle, Inc. and LaSalle Charter School team. LaSalle Charter School provides the opportunity or access to free, public, and high-quality middle school education to anyone who desires to enroll. Our students are immediately supported by De La Salle upon entry. All of our students, grades 6 through 8, engage in numerous enrichment activities to include yoga, graphic arts, karate, chess, African drumming, and coding, to name a few. All of our students also participate in college trips each year, both in and out of state. They engage in high school prep classes and attend some of the most selective and highly selective public, private, and independent high schools in St. Louis City and County. All of these activities are made possible through De La Salle. The goal of the school and De La Salle is to transform the lives of students who face the most barriers towards success. We accomplish this goal through data-driven instruction, the use of curricula that is aligned to Missouri learning standards. We assist our students develop achievable personal educational goals where they identify their unique strengths and areas for support. We provide one-on-one tutoring and foster a culture of focused learning that embeds our core values of care, inclusivity, community, service, justice, and zeal. Even as we had to close our doors to assist in mitigating the spread of the coronavirus, our entire student body remained engaged in the teaching and learning process through direct instruction with all of their teachers via Google Hangouts, which is our virtual learning platform. We achieved this goal by providing our students with Chromebooks and mobile hotspots. Our comprehensive instructional program's effectiveness is evident in that 98% of our students complete high school and over 80% enroll in college. With that, I'd now like to extend a congratulations to our middle school and high school graduates. We are exceptionally proud of our students and alumni. They've worked very hard over these last 3 to 4 years. Thank you all for your continued support of our students and our entire school community. I do hope you enjoy the remainder of your evening.
Collins, class of 2020, and I am somebody. My name is Jada Tate, class of 2020, and I am somebody. Destiny, and I am somebody. I am the me, and I am somebody.
somebody. My name is Jordan Smith, and I'm attending St. Mary's High School in the fall.
Hey, Art, I've been meaning to ask you something. Now seems like a pretty good time to do it. Are you somebody?
I am somebody. Don't forget, take a drink. It's a drinking game.
Yeah.
I am somebody. When I was growing up, Corey, I had people in my life who nurtured and mentored me. My education lifted me into a great career, and I can see a lot of parallels between what our graduates today are doing and how I feel about my own accomplishments. I know they are, and I join them. I am somebody. I'm enjoying this game. Corey, your turn. Tell the people a little bit about what De La Salle has meant to your life.
Thanks, Art. So I'll be completely honest. When I was growing up in North St. Louis, I seen it all, from addiction, crime, death, everything you can think of. But for me at a young age, it wasn't like I knew what I wanted to be, but I looked around and saw what I didn't want to be. So college was a thought. I just never thought I could actually go. But if I did, and I tell people this all the time, if I went to college, it would have to be on an athletic scholarship playing a sport. That was my thinking process coming into De La Salle. But leaving De La Salle, and also being at the time I was very vertically challenged, they instilled in me a new mindset. You know what's the easiest way to get out or change a bad situation? A good education. A good education is the key to success. A good education is what made me into the man I am today. A good education is the purpose of this gala. We all need your help to continue providing a good education to the youth at LaSalle Middle School. So I always thought, Art, I was somebody, but De La Salle confirmed that. So yes, I am somebody.
Cheers. Now we'd like to share the story of a family who is now involved with De La Salle.
I am somebody. I'm Kadia Smith. I'm a single mother of 5 children that attend LaSalle. I work a lot, and I'm a nurse, and of course, you know, that's extensive hours. I'm doing everything on my own, so any extra help is always needed, and I'm appreciative of.
I am somebody. I'm Tari Strickland, the director for the Encompass program at De La Salle. Every student is different. They all come with different personalities. They all come with different skill sets. But at LaSalle Middle School, we're going to get them to a space in which they're successful at whatever their passion is.
I am somebody. I am Muriel Smith, Executive Director of De La Salle. The approach that we take to supporting the middle school students from now until career is really breaking down barriers. We look at all the things that they could possibly encounter as students, their families could possibly encounter that would prohibit them from getting a great education, and we tackle all of those.
My oldest, Mariah, she's always been like a really great student, no problems. Christina, pretty much the same. You know, she's a little talkative, so she's different. But my boys, they're just totally different. So they need a little more oomph.
Having 5 young people going through the middle school, high school experience all at the same time Wow. She's trying to ensure that her young people are doing the best that they can with what they have, which is awesome, and then really tapping us on the shoulder whenever they need some kind of support.
The staff here at De La Salle, they are very good about communicating with me when there's a problem, when someone's having a bad day.
A lot of the times it's just us being an advocate for the young people, whether it is with teachers and administrators here at the middle school or beyond.
Mariah and Christina have told me about grad support. When they come and check in at the school, they ask them if they need help with any subjects, if they need extra tutoring.
They take me on college visits over the summer because, of course, I'm already an 11th grader, you know. College is like the next close by.
They sometimes even bring them lunch, you know, and they're always excited.
Everything I did, they were like, Mariah, you are the best. You can do whatever you want to do. And hearing that from them really lifted my spirits, and I just thought, I am the best, and I can do what I want, and I will do what I want, and I will achieve every single goal that is brought to me.
So having the advantage of working with those students 7th and 8th grade with high school prep, meaning they get prepared for the high school experience as early as 7th grade, in addition to those guys being able to take part in enrichment activities, whether that's field trips, the Contemporary Art Museum. Then we work with students on the high school level. There are about 90 or so students in our caseload, and there is an advisor that works with those students. And then we work with students even after they're graduating. They're changing careers, they're going to college. It's not just about the student right in front of us, but we're really leading up to building a successful human, I like to say, with our students.
Without De La Salle, my children wouldn't be able to reach the goals that they have.
If their passion is that they want to be a chemist, guess what? We're going to help you become that chemist. We're going to connect you with the science teacher at your high school and here at LaSalle Middle School. It's not just about what you're doing here today, but it's about how are you going to live your dream.
My dream for college is to go to a culinary arts school because I really love cooking. Like, it's also being the oldest because, you know, you have to cook a lot of meals. And I just hope to be like a really big chef, and being a dietary nutritionist, I could cook for people, plan their meals out, and still cook food that I want to eat, you know what I mean?
It's comforting, and I know that my children are in a safe environment and with people who love them just as much as I do and care for them.
I am somebody. I am Mariah Helm, and I would like to be a dietary nutritionist when I get older.
I am somebody. I am Christina Helm, and I would like to be a pediatrician when I grow up.
I am somebody. My name is Jeremiah Helm, and I would like to be an architect when I grow up.
I am somebody. My name is Johnny Helm. I want to be a professional football player when I grow up, and a rapper.
I am somebody. My name is David Hill, and I want to be a doctor when I grow up.
Meeting needs. Meeting every possible need so that children can grow into happy, successful adults the way we want for every child in our community, the way every child deserves. De La Salle keeps working for students, graduates, and families up to 11 years and longer. A good education, a sense of self, a feeling of confidence, knowledge that what you dream is within reach if you work for it, and have assistance when you need it. That's what De La Salle helps instill. And the results speak for themselves. De La Salle's approach, as extensive and even expensive as it is what it takes. Our children and youth are worth it.
A big part of our gala every year, and something that really helps us meet the needs that exist, is our Fund the Need. All the programs De La Salle implements for students, from helping students see their own potential, to getting into good high schools and providing direct assistance with tuition, to doing whatever it takes to help prepare for college testing and enrollment, and the many stresses and challenges that come with growing into adulthood. All these programs run because of the generosity of people like you. This year's Fund the Need is going to be run a little bit differently, of course, but the needs are the same, even greater than in the past.
And as Corey said, the Fund the Need is crucial. It's a crucial way to help ensure that graduates have access to the resources and services provided by De La Salle. Now we need your help to make the dream of a good life come true. Here are some facts. We stick with our students from 6th grade through post-secondary completion. No other organization does what we do for as long as we do it with students. 98% of high school graduation, a 98% high school graduation rate compared to less than 65% in St. Louis public schools. About 90% of graduates attend college with an 85% retention rate compared to 55% nationally. 100% of De La Salle Inc.'s operating budget is covered through private donations, so we couldn't do it without the support of generous donors like you. Since we're not with you in person tonight, you will need to make your pledges using your cell phone. Everyone who is registered has been sent a message explaining how to participate and make a pledge and payment. We'll introduce different giving levels and share some information on what that amount means to our students and graduates.
All right, I guess I'll have the pleasure of kicking us off. Who can support us at $10,000? This will support ACT prep preparation for all of our high school juniors. ACT test workshops now must be held online with the added technology expenses for De La Salle and our graduates. 86% of De La Salle graduates have been accepted into post-secondary institutions. This can also help ensure that our high school seniors have the best opportunities to prepare for college acceptance and compete for scholarships. Anonymous, thank you. We really, truly appreciate it. Thank you for your donation.
Anybody else at $10,000? We got time, we'll wait.
We have time.
If you can support us at $10,000 right now, we will be incredibly grateful. Thank you very much for that donation. So who can help support us at $5,000? I know somebody out there can do that. $5,000 can provide transportation to our graduates as they journey to the over 30 best fit high schools they attend. $5,000 can help support extended counseling and follow-up. Care for our graduates as follow-up care for our graduates as they adapt to college life and face life's challenges in a complex world. So we're looking for a $5,000 donation.
Thank you.
One. We got two donations for $5,000. Thank you very much. Anybody else? $5,000 before we move on. Corey?
Thank you, Bradley Phillips.
Oh, we got another one. Excellent. Thank you very much.
All right, now we need your help at the $2,500 level. We've already seen great generosity at the $25,000 level, but our tuition assistance needs are great. This $2,500 will provide a one-year scholarship for a student to attend a private high school this fall. We have students attending the CBC High School, Chaminade, DeSmet, and Cardinal Ritter, Rosati Kane, St. John Vianney, St. Mary, and other fine schools. You can make college prep education more accessible with your gift. Many foundations do not want to fund direct tuition assistance. These funds come mostly from individual giving. So who do we have at the $2,500 level? And this will give a scholarship for 1 full year. So think of the impact that you're making. Thank you, Demetrius.
Before we move on, $2,500. Thank you very much for that donation. We know that $1,000, oh, we got more, thank you.
Thank you. Whoa.
Thank you very much, we're very grateful.
Thank you.
I know that $1,000 is within the reach of many people, not everyone, but many of you, who will donate at the $1,000 level. $1,000 will fund all of our programs that need financial support. Technology needs among our graduates are great and often an additional expense for them. Thank you for that donation. Even as their classes have gone online or partly online for next year, technology is a key to equitable access to education and citizenship in today's world. So do we have any more $1,000 donations? All right, thank you for those donations. We appreciate it.
All right. Who can add a gift at the $500 level? Every gift at this amount adds to the capacity of De La Salle to do its work for our graduates and students. This will allow two students to attend summer bridge programs online as they transition to area private high schools. This will provide other student support as programming goes increasingly online. So who can help us at the $500 level?
Will anyone donate at the $500 level? So, Mike Hall, thank you very much.
Thank
we
you
appreciate
so
it, Mike.
much.
Anybody want to join Mike? He just donated $500. Anyone else out there with us tonight virtually?
Yes, and this will help with the transition to area private high schools. So any support helps.
It was Christopher Walter, I believe. I think I caught that right. Thank you very much for that donation.
Thank you.
Anyone else before we move on to the next level? How about one more? How about one more $500 donation? Somebody out there feeling generous tonight? One more? Come on. I can feel it. It's about to happen. I can feel it.
One more.
Oh, maybe I'm just having heat problems. I don't know. I thought I could feel it. Okay. Thank you very much for those donations. Please keep helping us. What about a donation of $250? Think of all those restaurant dinners you've not had to pay for recently, the gas you've saved, driving less, fewer donuts. Did you cut down on donuts? I didn't cut down on donuts. Yeah,
No.
okay. How about applying some of those savings with a $250 gift?
You know, Art, I'll donate a $250 gift.
Well done,
Thank
Corey. Thank you. Thank you.
I would donate the $250 gift.
So for a $250 donation, Summer Scholars Online helps graduates prepare for college in other ways than ACT testing. We help them understand college culture, prepare essays, and plan for time management. A gift of $250 helps us extend our reach with Summer Scholars and ACT testing. We just got a $250 donation. Thank you very much. Anyone else out there? $250. $250 to help De La Salle students. Before we move on to the next level, $250. One more time.
Move on.
Okay, Corey?
All right, don't count yourself out yet. Please consider a gift at the $100 level, which can be applied across our graduate programs where it's needed most. $100, this will support spiritual and practical training in the LaSallian model, can provide a day at Summer Scholars Online, can add to tuition assistance, and seriously, every dollar helps. Please, who is out there can help us at the $100 level?
Anyone else at the $100 level? Jamie Bulmer, thank you very much. Anyone want to join Jamie in donating $100? Okay, thank you very much for those donations. We're very happy to announce that thanks to all of you attending our virtual event, so far the Fund in Need has brought in $89,575. Well, let's revise that. Because someone just donated $5,000. How about $94,575? You know what? If you're ready to give some more, we don't have to move on. We can keep doing this. We're at $94,575. Anybody else feeling generous before we move on to the rest of the program? That is outstanding. Outstanding. Thank you very much. We appreciate it.
And I can also announce that so far we have raised $450 from the student arts silent auction. That's great. The students will be very proud and happy. We'll make arrangements with the lucky bidders to make delivery.
Time now to do the drawing for the raffle. Everyone who has purchased virtual tickets have been added with the number of tickets, and now I'd like Corey to make the blind selection of the winner.
All right.
Are you feeling lucky?
Feeling lucky. And the winner is number 55. Okay, one moment, we'll have a name.
Standing by for a name, but if you have number 55, it's your lucky weekend.
Jackie Jones, thank you so much. You are the winner. And congratulations, we'll be contacting you to make arrangements, and maybe you'll see it as a chance to be even more generous at De La Salle.
So finally, on behalf of everyone who is a part of our De La Salle St. Louis community, thank you. Thank you for your generosity, your prayers, your volunteering, your work on the board, and other support. What do you think, Corey? How about one more toast to the generous folks here in St. Louis? Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
$94,575, along with $450 in the art auction and $1,400 in the raffle. Thank you very much for your donations.
And absolutely, to everyone's help in every way that means.
Thank you for being part of this virtual event. We hope to see you in person next year, and that everything goes well for you in the meantime. Look for visiting De La Salle and La Salle Middle School once things are cleared up. Good night to you, and good night to you, Corey.
Good night, Art. Now, everyone, isn't it nice you don't have to drive home just this once? But the video will be up on our YouTube channel tomorrow. You have the link already, so please share it so more people know about La Salle and its work. You can continue to bid on students' art in the auction until tomorrow at 7 p.m., and we'll notify the winners by text or email. Our Fund the Need will remain open until Wednesday, June 10th at 5 p.m. So please share the link and other info with your friends to keep the giving going. So to all, have a good one. Thank you, and be well.